morning, Redline Senior High. I'm Griffin Hall. Today is Friday, April 29th, Cycle Day 5, and welcome to RLA TV. Let's start off with our seniors. It is time to vote for your 2022 prom court. You may choose up to 7 people for the court, and the top 7 from the court will then be voted on for King and Queen. Voting for prom court ends Friday, and King and Queen votes will be held next week. Vote for prom court via the link in the description below. Again, for our seniors, York Imperial Plastics has an entry-level position available in their shipping and receiving department. Starting pay is $18 to $23 per hour. Stop by the Career Center for a flyer or visit our employment link on the Senior High website. For those interested in volunteer work, Maisie Gable Elementary is looking for volunteers to help with their May 6th Fun Night. If interested, you can find more information in the Career Center or the volunteer link on the Senior High website. Speaking of all these amazing opportunities, let's take it over to George Keene, featured in the Counselor's Corner.
Good morning, Redline. My name is George Keene, and welcome to the 14th episode of this year's Counselor's Corner. Today I'm sitting down with Mrs. Scott with some announcements for us. So, Mrs. Scott, what's new with the Counselor crew?
Well, what's new, first of all, is the fact that I am sitting here with George, even though he's wearing an Eagles sweatshirt. But, you know, as a proud supporter of the Pittsburgh Steelers, I'll continue and talk about the news from the counseling office. So the first thing is about seniors. So seniors, we have, you know, you're getting called down to the counseling office. We're doing your senior final conference, senior final interview. Just a chance to talk with your counselor and figure out like where you're going, what you're doing, and for us to give you some information. What's really important is out of that meeting is that there is a form. If you're moving on to higher ed and you've received scholarships, we really need to have that form back in our office by May 13th so that we can sing the praises of all that you've earned.
Is there any news regarding dual enrollment?
Absolutely. So all of our schools, and there are 7 with whom we have articulation agreements, all of the information is up on our website. It is all current for summer, fall, even for some of the schools. So if you are looking at doing dual enrollment next year, that would be our current 10th and 11th graders. So next year being 11th and 12th, you really want to get moving on dual enrollment, especially if you're doing it in the summer. Those sections are going to fill up very quickly. And, you know, if you're doing it in the fall, we would really like you to start making your schedule so that we can adjust what you're doing here within the building. So pay attention to that, and then, you know, work with your counselor if you need help.
How about news regarding the National Guard?
Yeah, the National Guard, they're going to be hosting, and they're calling it like a National Guard Fair. It's going to be held at York Votech or York School of Technology, either one. But it's going to be on a Saturday in May. We shared it for this week, and it's going to be an opportunity for students who are considering maybe a path in the military, a chance to talk with persons that are already enlisted, talk with responsibilities. They're going to have food, they're going to have activities, they're even going to have like military trucks and jeeps and things for young people to kind of get acclimated to and, you know, move around. So it's going to be an all-day event, and that's going to be held on a Saturday in May. So stop down to the counseling office if you'd like more information.
That sounds really cool. Thanks for the announcements. It was a pleasure having you. Stay tuned for our next episode.
Thanks for that update, George. Keep up the good work. And now, since we've been talking so much about what's happening out in the world, let's keep the ball in the air by handing it off to Max and the weather.
Good afternoon, Redline. I'm your weatherman for today, Max Vigu. Starting off, we'll be sunny with a high of 60 and a low of 34. This coming Saturday, we'll have a high of 64 and a low of 38. And finally, to finish out the weekend, this Sunday will be cloudy with a high of 64 and a low of 31. Back to you on Maine.
Thanks for the forecast, Max. Let's keep our momentum going now and pass it off to Jen with the world news.
Thanks, Griffin. Millions of Indians are experiencing a brutal heat wave that is throwing lives and livelihoods out of gear, and there is no relief in sight. Temperatures are rising rapidly in the country and rising much earlier than usual, Prime Minister Narendra Modi told state chief ministers on Wednesday. The India Meteorological Department has forecasted a gradual rise in maximum temperatures by 2 to 4 degrees Celsius over most parts of northwestern and central India this week, with no large change thereafter. While heat waves are common in India, especially in May and June, summer began early this year with high temperatures from March itself. Average maximum temperatures in the month were the highest in 122 years. Heat waves are also began setting in during the month. This has been your World News. Now back to you, Griffin.
Thanks, Jen, and thank you for stopping by for today's announcements. I'm Griffin, and as we come to the conclusion of this broadcast, we're going to wish a happy birthday today and over the weekend to the following people. Have a magnificent weekend, everyone, and stay safe, Red Lion.